Right, welcome everyone to Thrustmaster load cell live testing with Sam.
Hello.
Yeah, they can't see your face.
They can't see me. That's probably for the best.
We could have said, oh yeah, with
anyone.
With yeah, Max Verstappen's here, Charles Leclerc.
Got new,
try again.
They got new tattoos.
Is Charles Leclerc here on the wheel?
Sacre bleu.
Right, let me try and get chat up. So, yeah, first, well, Sam, this is Sam's first go on the load cell.
It is.
I put it on the Genius rig. It's not the best attachment because of the way the Genius rig works. You can't.
It's all good.
Plate. I've put the hardest elastomer and hardest spring on it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the pedal spring, we may even want to during the stream change it to a harder one because what I struggle with the most in this setup personally is getting on the power.
Yeah.
Like coming out this.
Oh, on the throttle.
On the throttle, yeah.
Okay.
Because I find it so easy to go. Even there, I can see it's getting slammed. Let me try and. Hopefully you can hear us, everyone. We've got 8 people watching.
Oh, see my sick moves.
Eric von Eric. Sounds like.
Whoa, the pedals are moved.
So if you've got any questions about the load cell, let us know. Essentially, and hopefully the sound's good. Sam's driving the Ferrari 488 GT3. It's your first time driving the GT3 in
Daytona.
Gran Turismo. It's quite a new car to do.
Then yes, it is. Then I've not played Gran Turismo properly. Well, you know, for a long time.
You're going side by side on the 488. I can see.
And the Beetle, apparently.
Sam, back on the T598, the first time in maybe
forever.
A year. Yeah. What you first thought? You're using the SF1000.
SF1000. I was amazed by how clear the screen is. If I'm honest, I generally because every time I've used it, I've only really had it on like a table, so I've never used it in person.
Underrated, I think that's.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I've noticed that switch there, turn it on and off.
Yeah.
All the rotaries are.
I think the middle dial, one of the dials changes between.
Yeah.
Visuals as well.
This one here, I think, does stuff. Oh crap.
I mean, the wheel feels plasticky, right? The buttons feel plasticky.
The buttons feel plasticky, but then also they don't feel like they're going to fall off.
Yeah.
And also, when you do actually click them, they actually feel like it's like a robust click. It's not like a little wussy click. Like, oh, did that actually go into?
That's a good point. Yeah.
Did that go into place or not?
Yeah. They're solid, and also similar, I think, with the shifters. Like they're loud.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit clunky, but they're solid. You know when you shift it.
Yeah, exactly. You know when you change gear.
Welcome, Beement. Can't wait to set mine up. All of us Thrustmasters have been waiting too long.
Did they make the cut off? By the way, first quarter.
Well, I mean, when did the tax year end? 5th of April.
5th, yeah.
Maybe the tax year in France is a bit late. Maybe Easter's messed stuff up. I feel like they were very close.
Yeah.
I feel like they're very close.
They did say end of first quarter, and if they've missed it, it's only missed it by like a day or two.
Welcome, Dan Loki. Kireth, I'm going to be echoey because the microphone is by Sam. So
I mean, you can turn it around a bit if we want to meet somewhere in the middle. We can just angle it, yeah.
Let me know if that's better. I mean, it's not going to be ideal today, but as long as you can hear. Sam's driving. So you're on the load cell.
I am.
So I don't know if you remember the T598 pedals before. Basically, they were Hall sensor, I think. So they weren't detecting pressure.
Yeah.
So for me, for example, when you tip it into the bus stop, it's actually quite a fine manoeuvre going into the bus stop. You might think that you're coming in so fast, you slow it down, then you turn in, but no, you're turning it in on balance, right?
Yeah, you can feel like if I want to push it harder, as I outbrake myself, you can feel it like get stiffer, like a little bit firmer. I know obviously you got the spacers in there as well, which
yeah, the load cell is out. The load cell's out, I think, today. The embargo ended today, so that's why we're streaming it. Fingers crossed the embargo ended today, otherwise we're in big trouble.
As always.
Yeah, but so I went in there. In fact, I've got the box. Here's the box, everyone. Maybe that makes it a bit clearer. There's obviously some stuff in there. I went for the blue elastomer, or the red elastomer and the blue spring. You can go for 2 springs as well, interestingly.
What, on the brake?
On the brake. You can't go for 2 elastomers out of the box, because in the
Okay.
box there's only 1 elastomer.
Oh, okay. But can you take it off the standard brake?
Yeah, no, so this is a completely new brake pedal. In the box, it's pre-assembled.
Yeah, sorry,
the
but
old brake has become a clutch.
you would... Oh, okay, the old brake becomes the clutch.
Yeah, yeah.
Got ya.
Welcome, Control Garage. Good to see you. How much? Yeah. Well, interesting on price. What do you think on price? You might.
I know the price.
You know the price.
I know the price.
So £119 in the UK, which I think is quite reasonable.
It's hard to brake when the pedals are when the pedal pleat's moving.
Is your tray moving?
Yeah, the whole pedal pleat's sliding forwards.
I think we might need to tighten a bit more.
Yeah.
$179 in the US.
Oh wow!
So it's a big, yeah. That's even
big
account for
difference.
dollar. And I think the exchange rate's about 1.34 at the moment.
So 179 should be like 159-ish.
Yeah. So either UK people getting a good deal, 139 euros in Europe, by the way. But yeah, US people, it's definitely US people. It's pricey enough that you're thinking, what about SimNet pedals?
Yeah.
What about these other ones? Whereas I think for 119 in the UK, it's a bit more of a no-brainer to upgrade it. Does Thrustmaster still have PSU issues? We hear about it all the time.
Every stream.
Yeah, so we want to get... I want to have something definitive. Maybe we go over to France or something, I don't know. But have something definitive like, this is what the issue was. This is what it looks like. And
it wasn't on this base, was it? It was on the other base. Or was it this base?
it was on... Well, this was a review unit batch. This has come very early off the production line. So, also, I've... new setting on Thrustmaster, Sam, called Engine Raw. So
Okay.
it's not like True Force, but it's linked to the engine. You might feel quite a bit of granularity in the wheel.
Yeah.
That's the Engine Raw setting.
Okay.
So for me, that is quite transformative for the T598 because it's a very involving force feedback. But like I said, it's not True Force. It's not like when you go over grass, it's going to become less. If you go over grass, it will be the same because it's linked to the engine RPM. I think it basically accentuates the RPM.
Right. Let's do up these pedals. Let's do up this pedal plate.
Control Garage saying for the US, even the AliExpress pedals are a competitor at that price. Yeah, the pricing in the US is, I would say, I'm not sure when we went to Germany we got a US. I always thought it's going to be 139 euros, and I assumed USD was going to be around. But I don't
Whatever the exchange rate would have been.
but I don't think they ever told us a USD price. No. But this is coming higher than I thought from the USD. I thought the new builds don't have issues. I have a fairly new one, but I also disconnect my power via the brick and not the base. Yeah, there's probably some mods going around that you can secure like the connector on the back.
Okay.
During the course of stream time, just keep having a feel of the T598 and just feel...
It's slightly warm at the moment, but it's been on for half hour.
Yeah, it's not ice cold, let's say.
No, definitely not ice cold.
Welcome, Black Crystal. Good evening. Hopefully the sound is okay. Hopefully the sound is doable.
One of the things which we have discussed here is the buttons on the steering wheel. As good as they are, I have no idea which one does what.
I always, whenever I review something on this wheel, I always bring this up because it would be stupid to review something using this wheel and not say, I have no idea what these buttons do.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anyone knows what those buttons do.
Well, I know this one is now A or X or whatever it is.
It doesn't seem to make the most logical sense.
No.
Let's say, sound is good. Okay, amazing.
Right, let's get better than third.
If you want to actually go in the settings for a moment, Sam, if you go top left on your D-pad, if you go to the PS whatever GT icon top left.
Okay. I didn't know if you want about these settings here.
No.
That one.
Yeah, and then down to settings, I think. And then if you go to controllers, is that the PC?
Is that the PC kicking in? Wow.
The PC.
Well, it is warm today.
Yeah, the PC's woken up. No, I think it's PS5.
Oh, okay.
PS5. We're hearing sounds on head before. And if you go down to, I think the one that has a pedal icon at the top, it's kind of in the middle. Yeah, that one, I think.
Steering controller settings.
Yeah. And don't click anything, but you can use the pedals. I have a bit of stickiness in that pedal.
You do, it's at 1.7.
But if you press it and then release it, it will go to 0%.
It does.
So there's something about the spring there. I think on a coil of the spring, I think it kind of rests on a coil.
How much pressure do I need to go to full? Still not loads of pressure to go
Welcome
to full.
HB GT, welcome Still Jono. Have you guys tried GT Mega Inertia Seat? Yeah, that's what I use in my rig with you see with the white seat.
Is that okay? That's
White
I've sat in
buttons.
that. That's nice.
Yeah. No idea if the seat is any comfortable. I find it really comfortable.
I actually do generally. And we were saying in something else we filmed that I would like to get a bucket seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We've got a roast of Sam's rig coming up on the channel. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just rate this one. I'm in right now. Where's my lumbar support? I need my lumbar support.
So you're on a bucket seat now, actually.
I am, yeah. But I quite fancy a bigger, like a wraparound.
What I find really interesting about this Genius rig is that one of the most genius things. I think the pedal tray is not the most genius thing. That's massive compromises. I think the way the seat works, that it's a bucket seat, but you can take it off in 2 seconds. Genius.
Yeah, that is really
and
smart.
there's no flex in it.
I would like it, for me, to tilt a little bit.
Well,
I'd have it angled backwards a bit.
They now do.
Oh, really?
Seat slider mod for it, and it still folds.
Oh, not a slider.
Yeah, but the slider also because it's on a slider, it has the slats on the side.
Yeah, I mean, essentially what I would have probably done is just move these up a hole on the back here,
yeah.
just to tilt the front.
Oh, okay. When I made it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realise it was like that.
You can talk about that when you rate the rig. Do you guys have a review of it or a review where the seat is in? Have a look at my rig reviews on my channel and just have a look in the thumbnails, the one with the white seat.
Nope.
Did you calibrate it?
I don't know what I'm doing.
See, now you're just sending messages.
I'm taking screenshots. Oh, that's the back button. Okay.
Control Garage has got the play seat evolution seat. It starts to get uncomfortable after 3 hours. I think when you're in a bucket seat that fits you, it's just nice. But if you're a larger person and too small bucket, not going to be good.
I mean, if you're going to sit in it for hours, I would definitely get like a lumbar one. This is, as nice as this is really thin. Like, there's not a lot of cushioning. Whereas you look at most bucket seats and you can get, like the Recaros, for example, you can get like a whole back cushion, which you can add in.
But Cobra are legit.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I don't know, the FANATEC one is super comfy, I would say. Some FANATEC one you can just sit forever in that one. This one is a bit more...
I've sat there before for a long time listening to you.
Make sure to like the stream, everyone, if you like what we're doing. HBGT, after a 1.5 hour session on Gran Turismo, I measured my T598 base with the infrared thermometer is around 48 to 51 degrees Celsius. Well, I think my PC is 48 at the moment.
47. Oh,
47.
I was looking at PC.
But we'll keep. It's a hot day today. It's kind of hot in our studio because the aircon has gone off. Do you want me to put the aircon on?
I'm alright.
Control Garage Playseat Evo is like a garden chair, while the nursery is a bucket seat. Yes, indeed. If you've got any questions about the load cell, let us know. This is the big upgrade that's come out today.
And the pedal plates are really nice.
Yes, they kept the pedal plates. I was thinking. Well, here's a question, Sam. Of that $179 for Thrustmaster to import that into the US, how much of that is?
I'd say probably a lot of the price difference is that. Is what I'm assuming.
I mean, $20 or the way that the scale they're doing it. There's three pedal plates that come in it.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying. I reckon the price difference is mainly going to be tariffs.
Yeah, but of the $179.
Oh, how much is the pedals?
How much are the pedal
plates
things?
Probably $20. Yeah, $20, $30.
It's just raw material.
Yeah, it's just this is. Oh, I still haven't done this up tight enough.
So maybe they could do a.
Oh, where's he going?
A light. What the hell is going on there? Maybe they could do a light upgrade.
Yeah.
$159, let's say.
What, and keep the original?
Keep the original ones. Why not? Give people an option.
Yeah.
Chat, what do you think?
They are nice pedal plates. Obviously, with all the engraving in it, the nulled finish effect, and the TM at the top.
HB, I'm definitely interested in that load. So, how does it feel?
It feels really nice. To be fair, if the pedal plate wasn't moving, it feels really nice.
I think it's one of those ones that your first braking zone, you're like, okay, this feels like a load cell.
Yeah. And it going from what they had to this, you may notice my braking isn't consistent enough yet because I'm still expecting it to brake how it used to be.
So I think for me, first impressions were like, I'm in load cell territory. I can work with this. Let's really exploit this. as I spent more time with it, I'm like, okay, that elastomer and spring combination is quite interesting. Because the
go on.
Because the spring compresses before the elastomer.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was going to say. You can feel the spring go, and then you can feel like it's like a two-stage brake.
So what I think that, and also the opposite of that, when you release in the brake, is that the spring releases before the elastomer. I think.
So it's like gradual coming off as well.
So I think it's a bit harder to maintain 80% pressure in this.
Yeah.
Because you're having to balance an elastomer and a spring. Whereas if you had two elastomers, in my opinion...
because they're both the same thing, it should be consistent.
Yeah. So I'm a bit curious why Thrustmaster... This is a 100 kg load cell, by the way, rated.
The RCZ's killing the Merc.
Really? Go on, RCZ. That's what we like. I'm curious why they didn't include two elastomers in the box.
You know what? I don't hate it. I really don't hate it. For the feel of actually having essentially two stages of it. It'd be nice if I could figure out if like the first stage was 50%, and then I'd know, I only need a little bit of braking, and make sure I don't hit the...
Well, let us know in the chat if you want us to do that in future content where we can mess around with all the springs and combinations and maybe do a blind test actually. Be quite interested.
Yeah, you'd have to wear shoes because the pedal plates of this would definitely give it away.
No, the spring and elastomer.
Oh, the spring. Sorry,
we could do different combinations and do a blind test. You could randomly change it and say, right, what do you think of this? And wouldn't know what it is. I'd let you know. Control garage. What adjustability does the pedal have for angling the plates and the angle throw of the pedal? So the plates move around. They've got the slotted holes in them.
Talking of the angle of the pedals, it's the same as the FANATEC for me on the throttle. It's too flat. Yeah.
So you'd have to adjust the pedal tray, which on the Genius is not that easy to do.
No, or you could just... No, you wouldn't be able to. I was going to say pack it out so it's angled, but I don't think you'd be able to.
Or put a stopper at the end and calibrate.
And then recalibrate. Yeah. Maybe, yeah.
BTR C86. Hi, Kireth, have a T598. How much brake pressure is required for this load cell? Do you need a full-blown rig? I'm afraid my stand will move under braking if you need a load to brake. So firstly, I would say, if you're on carpet, do not rush out and buy this load cell upgrade. Because if you have that on, that's already moving about on our rig.
Yeah.
So that was on carpet, it's going to be lifting up and all sorts. So really I need to do a carpet review of this, and it might be like for carpet this ain't
with some
work.
Carpet grippers.
And it does come with one extra carpet gripper in the box. Actually.
Okay. Is that because it's a wider footplate?
Yeah, it is a wider footplate. So do you need a full-blown rig? We're using this. I wouldn't call the Genius rig a full-blown rig. It's kind of like a light rig. Yeah. But even then, we're moving the pedal plate a little bit, right? Like So
personally, I'd probably, if you had a pair of pliers or a pair of grips, I'd do this up a bit tighter. Yeah. Because it's only hand tight at the moment.
So, but this is on the harder setting. If you had it on the lighter springs, it would. This is on the 100 kg pressure setting.
Okay.
So you could have it lighter. But basically, I would say right now, if you're on carpet, don't rush out and buy this.
Where's he going?
If you're afraid your stand will move under braking, just bear in mind that you can use different elastic.
You can make it lighter.
Yeah, make it lighter.
Okay.
Segzy VR, worth it to upgrade from TLCM with elastomer mod? I'm not sure it's worth the upgrade from TLCM. If you've already got the Thrustmaster TLCM pedals, is it in the US? Is it going to be worth $180 to kind of go a bit sideways? I'm not sure. Given that this is only one brake, you'd have to buy the whole set of pedals.
The only thing I would say potentially is you'd be in warranty.
You would be re-enter warranty.
Yeah.
To me, that's not an easy answer. I don't know. That depends on your financial circumstances. I'm not even sure it's a clear upgrade if you're on the original T598 bundle.
Yeah. That
you got for £360. If you're on TLCMs, you made that move already. You're already on load cells. I would say that the TLCM's a bit of more of an old school plate, and also
the checkered plate, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the pedals kind of have a slight kind of wobble to them because of the way the arches work. Hayes says, I have modified dual spring setup on my regular brake and it works wonders. I get consistent feeling. I think you're speaking of. Is that on the regular T598 brake? Let us know if so. No worries, HB. Feel free to share the stream as well if you're finding it helpful. We've got 18 likes. We want to get up to 10 billion likes today. 20 likes now.
Only 10 billion?
Only 10 billion today.
Only 10 billion?
So absolutely smash that like button. But yeah, the clutch. I mean, I'm not using the shifter, so that clutch is just sitting there. You can take it off. The pedals at the moment are going into the T598, but they can also go into a PC separately. I think that for me, that throttle spring is too light.
Yeah, I've just moved it.
Have a feel. Oh, okay. What have you done?
I've just stood it up because it was on the furthest point away, so I've just stood it up.
Oh, how's that work? Oh, on the thing.
On the
okay.
On the backstop. So I literally.
Well, let's check the calibration on that.
Nah, let's just go straight for it.
I reckon you're gonna. Let's see. All right, let's do this live then.
Hang on, I'm going to check it.
We'll do it live. Welcome again. Good to see you. Hay says, yeah, on the regular T598 brake. Very nice.
No, we still get full.
Dylan says, hello. So, and even at the bottom end, is it all right? Okay.
It'd be nice if it only was, if the travel was, say, that was maximum travel.
But you would need a stopper for that.
You need a stopper for that.
Yeah.
But that would be a nice sort of distance for maximum travel, not that.
Dylan, hello boss, any ideas when this will be available in Australia? I don't know. I'm afraid. I don't know. Maybe they're all in the Strait of Hormuz, but I hear that's opening up now. So that maybe this is all why it's come out today. I don't know.
FANATEC with a deep ties to Iran. FANATEC, sorry, Logitech Thrustmaster with a deep ties to Iran.
I mean, that's quite there's sanctions involved there. But that's not my personal view. We'll make that clear. Okay, so Sam's adjusted already, modified. Whoa, gone for a big move. 3 on the inside. That's a great. Okay, held it. How is it different on throttle?
It feels a bit closer, but honestly, it's not loads closer.
Anyone with a T598 watching the stream, have you made any mods to the throttle? It's interesting how we're modding the throttle, but we're not modding the brake.
Yeah.
Because we're like, the brake...
The brake's fine.
Yeah.
You can really adjust to it quite quickly. It doesn't feel alien compared to a lot of the other brakes out there. I've used, obviously, filming with you, a lot of pedals.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, big question. Well, a few big questions this week. Big question. Should they release a T598 inverted commas Pro that comes with a throttle and load cell brake, so you don't have to do this upgrade? In my no-brainer.
For sure, definitely.
And the cost of that should be less than buying a T598 and buying the upgrade separately. Yeah. Because there's one extra pedal plate involved.
Exactly. There's less material because you won't be doing the small pedal. It should come with a small pedal plate as well, not the big one.
And just have a throttle and brake. Yeah, I agree. So fingers crossed they'll do that. We've seen the T598 in the UK on Amazon for £364, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
We're saying also that the MOZA R3 on Argos, £279. It's never been a better time in the UK
be in sim racing. Yeah.
Yeah. The fact you can walk into Argos and walk out with that
with warranty.
Yeah. I remember walking into Argos.
That's why I got my T150 from.
Exactly, and buying my T150, and let's be honest, that's a lot of plastic when you take it out.
Yeah.
And the clamp and everything. I started with it all clamped, and I snapped those pedals.
Did you?
I snapped plastic in the brake during COVID, and I had to on overclockers or somewhere get in T3PA Pro pedals, which were very nice pedals that I used in iRacing, but they weren't load cells, but I modded them. Dylan says, guess I have to use a freight forwarding company. Yeah, shame we can't do anything there ourselves.
Is that Australia?
Yeah, we would. Floofty says, found the video with the inertia seat, thank you. Is it comfortable? Honestly, for me, I sit in that like as a degenerate.
This one here?
No, the inertia, the white GT.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I can just sit in that all day, in between races, I'm on my phone. But that's my build. So I'll just move around here so you can see. It fits me. And I bought the white one. I don't think they do... I didn't buy the white one. They gave me the white one. I don't think they do the white one because it just gets too dirty. So I have to polish mine down. But they do... I think they do a red one and a minty green one. We were saying potentially your next upgrade might be a bucket seat.
Yes, for sure.
And it's telling now that actually the 2 rigs in the studio are both bucket seats. I think it's a massively underrated option.
No.
Get in the bucket. Yeah, any questions on the Thrustmaster load cell, let us know. This is brand new out today, and Sam's on it as we speak. Do you want to give us a little feel of the temperature? Warmer or hot?
It's warmer than it was when I last checked.
Yeah.
I can still hold my hand on it.
It's interesting that it's not a ice. Some bases are ice cold.
Yes.
Probably your MOZA base is probably pretty cold.
The MOZA runs pretty cool.
FANATECs for me run pretty cold.
Yeah, I was going to say, to be fair though, I never had direct drive FANATEC, so.
Logitech RS50 for me runs pretty cold.
My T150 got hot.
My T150 used to overheat. I had to take the whole shroud
I had to
off.
cut massive holes in the shroud and put.
We want to chat. Let us know if you're on board with this, okay? We need your help for this. We want to do, how do I phrase this? Sim racing manufacturer endurance championships where we put manufacturers' equipment against each other. Thrustmaster versus FANATEC versus Logitech. And then we're creating prototypes of the equipment to see. We'll be in here, we'll whack up the temperature in here as high as it will
Oh,
go.
that'll be a sexy video.
Yeah, we'll all be sweating. And we'll see, well, what happens when the ambient temperature is 40 degrees?
Mm-hmm. You're playing in Australia
Yeah.
or South Africa.
What inertia settings have you got? I don't run inertia, but I run extreme speed. I run setting 3, and I'm running the engine roll, so I'm running a lot of stuff on this base. I don't like the inertia, and I don't have dampener on either, but I have a lot of it on extreme, so that does also heat it up. Hay says my base always runs hot. Lee Harris says do it. Steele says G Pro runs cold. Did you know the G Pro's got a fan in it?
I did not.
The G Pro's got a little fan.
I'm surprised more don't have fans. This is getting quite warm.
Ooh, this is live. This is live TV.
It's actually the top's warm. The backs are right.
This is live TV here.
Yeah, the
and
actual
it's the hottest day of the year. Hottest day for 6 months in the UK.
The back's fine. Just the top.
The aircon is off in the studio.
Yeah,
If
so
this
all the sides are warm.
Who in chat had a infrared gun? Looking at it. If you buy the HB, if you buy the load cell, can you still use a 2-pedal setup? Yes, you can. You can just remove the clutch. You can do that. You can 100% do that. Thanks for lacking hyperstream. Good to see you. Belly, what upgrade should I do first? The Raceline load cell or the SF25? Is the SF25 worth it? What do you think, Sam? Let's say someone's got the T598 bundle.
Yeah.
What should they upgrade first? Because you've got both of them here. You've got the SF1000, which is basically the same.
Yeah, just different faceplate.
SF25, aka the wheel, or the load cell upgrade?
Load cells. Load cells all day long. The wheel's not going to make you any faster. It'll make you look cooler, but it won't make you any faster. The load cells will.
So, let us know in the chat what you think of that. I hope you got that answer, Belly. I would say, having done exactly your question, once I upgraded the load cell, it's no coincidence you're on the SF1000. The weak link of the setup immediately becomes the rim.
Yeah.
100%. That original rim, think about how little you would see of the screen right now if you had that circular rim up top.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, obviously we've lowered this down, but for sure, if I had a circular rim, that would be get out of my way. You
wouldn't be able to see much. It feels high. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a big wheelbase as it is anyway. Am I going to get the
penalty?
No, am I going to get the win? No, I'm too far.
JB says I can join my G923 wheel and RS pedal. Also, you got the adapter there. Lee Harris says I have a T598 in the Canary Islands.
Ooh. Does need someone go over there?
Yeah, we're roasting rigs, and I think it would be good to start in the Canary Islands. I bought it in December, not looking forward to July. Do you have aircon though? What's the sim racing scene like in the Canary Islands? Dan Loki says I'm going Future Ventura Sunday. I can't wait. Punisher said I got a 5% off being a club member. So Thrustmaster have a members club.
Yeah.
Where you could do. So what's the heat saying?
Hot.
Like warm or hot?
Hot. Do you feel anywhere on the side?
Oh my god.
Hot. Anywhere on the side. The back, like I said, the back panel's nice and cold.
That is hot.
The front panel's nice and cold. It's the side, but the side's where the metal is. Well, so on the back I'm feeling plastic, on the front I'm feeling plastic, but the actual side is the metal.
Where the magnets are around it, you mean?
No, but the actual case is metal here. So it's plastic, metal, plastic.
That is hot.
Yeah.
That is the hottest I've ever felt a direct drive.
Shall I go again?
Yeah.
So we make it stop working.
This is it. This is what we want to do. This is a sim racing endurance championship. We've got the RS50 sitting next to it. So if this conks out,
and we got the MOZA.
We've got the MOZA.
R25. PSN. That one.
Unix said I just ordered my load cell pedal with the discount. Thank you very much. I'm not sure if there's a discount or not, but definitely my creator code works. So I appreciate that. If you've got any questions, let us know. Hay says I've hit mine with a heat gun and it'll hit over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Which is,
I mean, that's not 100.
45.
Oh, Fahrenheit, yeah, sorry. I thought
Fahrenheit is like...
Sorry, I thought you said...
50 degrees, maybe?
Yeah, sorry. When he said 100,
yeah, but
I assumed you meant C.
But would you say that's over 50 degrees?
I'd say it's probably not far off.
Lee Harris, Future Interiors are beautiful. I'm in Gran Canaria. I've raced there. I've raced on the circuit in Gran Canaria. In the MX-5s. I can't remember what it's called, but I have raced on that circuit. I'm so there's a lot of sim races here. I have aircon, but it still gets hot in my house. Afro Thunder. Did they say the date it comes out? It's out today, as far as I can tell, in Europe and USA. I'm so extremely tired of the T598 brake. I always like to mod, but I didn't want to do it on these. So it's out today.
It's a nice brake. It's definitely a big upgrade. There's some nice feel in it.
What? Invisible wall.
Invisible wall. It's a nice feel in it. I'm more and more getting used to like this. Essentially, like I said earlier, the two stages of it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like figuring out where the stages are, and but the pedal plate feels solid. Like there's no movement actually in the pedal itself. Obviously.
So the interesting thing, Logitech RS pedals. There's no what I would call an elastomer in those, and there's no spring.
Yeah.
They have those spongy. Do you remember the spongy things?
All the different colour ones.
Yeah. No, they're just blue. In the RS pedals, it just has this kind of spongy ones. There's no opportunity for spring.
It was the PXM which said all different colours, wasn't it? I think.
Well, no, the Logitech Pro pedals. You have different elastomers in the same way as the FANATEC V3s. You know, you have the with the brake performance kit.
Yeah.
The greens, the hard ones, whatever. But it's interesting that in this pedal you have to have a spring in it unless you mod it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the Beetle go. In the RS pedals, there is no spring. In the FANATEC V3s, there is no spring, and in the G Pro pedals, there's no spring.
But this one does.
This one you need to have a spring because there's two compartments and there's only one elastomer. So it may be that most people run it with two springs, which is quite interesting. A kind of springy load cell. What's the difference between the yellow and the blue spring? I think the yellow spring is softer. I'm going to take them out. Let's do it live.
Oh, invisible wall again.
Right, I've got the blue spring. Right. Ah, God. Can you see that? Is that box high enough or not? Okay, so blue spring and yellow spring. The yellow spring is easier to compress than the blue spring.
What springs in this at the moment?
A blue spring and a red elastomer. So you could have two of the same hard blue spring.
So get rid of the elastomer.
Yeah, and we could do that. We could do that on the stream if we wanted.
Yeah, it won't take long, will it?
No. Or you could have yellow spring and blue, or yellow and elastomer. Blacker says 100 degrees Fahrenheit is 37 degrees.
Oh, it's way over 37.
Yeah. So I was way out. I was way out. That's really helpful. We're well over 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Comfortably.
I don't have an infrared thing. I would say uncomfortable to touch.
Not yet, but not getting far off.
Do you think the SF25 is going to be any different from the SF1000? Look, I asked Thrustmaster, I said, look, if it's going to be different, I'm happy to review it.
I think personally it's going to be a different screen and the same and a different faceplate, but everything else is going to be the same.
What do you think is going to be different about the screen?
I don't know, to be fair,
I'm not sure it'll be a different screen.
I like the screen on this, but I just feel they're going to change the screen.
I just think it's going to be different stickers.
So,
I mean, if it was materially different, I'm sure they would have sent one to me to review it.
Yeah, true.
But they didn't. So, and I said if it's different, feel free to send me one. So, and when we looked at it in Germany, at the beginning, we're like, it looks a bit different, but we can't. It looks like the SF1000. So, I think basically, I wouldn't be surprised if they just phase out the SF1000 with the SF25 because it's probably a licensing thing with Ferrari. I'm not expecting it to be massively different. HB in my room is a steady 20 degrees Celsius. That's quite cold, 20 degrees. Azin says, I need an actual PC before I get a T598. Well, it does run on PlayStation. Let me try and get a little box here. There we go. Just show you the springs. Can you see the springs now?
Do I have to duck forwards?
No, it's all good. Lee Harris, I'd love an MX-5. I remember when they were 500 quid in Birmingham. They're 10,000 euros for a good one here. Well, I can let you into a little secret. So when I went racing in Gran Canaria, one of my teammates wrote off his MX-5, which was quite fun. And nearly died, but thankfully didn't. And I think that write-off was about £4 grand for a roll-caged MX-5.
Yeah.
Skimmer says, hey Kireth, how customizable is the interior view FOV in Forza Horizon 6? Not at all. So I've also been playing Forza Horizon 6. And Sam, so Forza Horizon 6, okay, I just want to explain this concept to you, how it works. I have spent so many hours recently in Forza Horizon 6, which is telling in and of itself. In Forza Horizon 6, they have these tracks in the open world that are time attack circuits. You literally drive. You know, we went to Castle. So Sam, we did this in real life last week. We drove across the country to a circuit.
Almost to another country.
Yeah.
Almost.
Drove, and then we took that same car and drove onto the circuit where I could drive at 160 miles an hour and do all this kind of fun stuff. Drove off the circuit and then
drove to Birmingham.
I drove to Birmingham. You can do that in Forza Horizon 6. You take your car, you drive to a circuit, you literally drive onto the circuit. As you go over the start-finish line, it says, oh, welcome to Time Attack. Completely seamless, there's no loading screen or anything. And now you're doing Time Attack in your road car. Yeah. And I got obsessed by it. I was like, I have to be top of the world. So today I managed to get P1 in the world. Yeah. But I was obsessed by like tuning my car. I bought a Ford Escort Cosworth 99T, tuning it up. Like, how are people faster than me? Yeah. Trying different lines. I tried to tune up an MX-5, made a complete mess of it. And like, it was so addictive taking these road cars and going to the time attack circuit. And in the preview build, there was only one time attack circuit available. In the full game, there's quite a few on the map that I can see. So that's a really cool idea. Obviously, ASETEK Corsa Evo has a similar premise, which is you can drive to the Nordschleife and then drive on the circuit. However, do I want to do a 9-minute lap of the Nordschleife every time? No.
No, you do not.
This time attack one I was doing was like a 55-second lap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to make a video on whether...
No, that sounds cool.
For sim races, it's like...
That sounds cool. Like the casual sim races.
Yeah.
Like I want to drive my road car around, I want to tune it, change setups and stuff like that, and then... Yeah, it sounds good for...
And the way it works in Forza is you get these like performance... The more you upgrade your car, the more performance points it has.
Like this?
Like this PP points, but it's very clearly categorised, like C class, B class, A class, S1, etc. 500 points, 600 points, whatever. So you want to use all the points in the category. You want to get like 599. Yeah. You don't want to go 602 and then you're... Do you know what I mean?
Then you're in the next class up.
So you end up with all these tunes that are like at the top end, and then you go to the time attack circuit, and you're racing. I was racing against all the other journalists and content creators, and like, it's really. I know it's
not the same, but like Wreckfest has, where you can grade your car up into a C class, B class, A class, and there's a number. It's like 524.
Must be the same.
Goes from B to A or something like that.
Must be the same.
This is getting really hot.
Welcome, you Jim VR Club. Good to see you. I think you were waiting for your Jimmy Broadbent limited edition GT Mega rig that we understood was actually stuck in the Strait of Hormuz, and actually I think now where was it going to? Was it Amsterdam? I can't remember. Oh my god, I've ended up very behind all the chat here.
All right, well I'm going to carry on seeing if I can make this overheat. just nailing laps of Daytona continuously.
Hay says, if you run a progressive and soft spring, it works well. That's what my modified setup is like. JB Solomon, about Logitech, if you're on PC, you must buy all the wheelbase, wheel hub and wheel separately because the combo sets cost €100 more. Yes, for some reason on Logitech, buy them all separately and use my code. Jet says, baffling anyone would make pedals that weren't padded on RS50. Let us know exactly what you mean. Flifty, speaking of pedals and springs, do you know anything about the VRS V2 pedals? No, I don't have VRS pedals. I did ask SIMUCUBE if they'll send us over some stuff to review. No response from SIMUCUBE. So I'm not sure what they're afraid of. Obviously, we review everything completely honestly. But it'd be interesting to put that through their paces. Welcome, Broken Silencer. Afro, so I can get this now. Yes, it was on Amazon UK. I think it might already be on Amazon UK. Lee Harris, have the load cells exceeded your expectations?
Yes.
Well, they haven't been lower than my expectations, if that makes sense.
They're better than I thought they were going to be, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I guess that they don't, because it's a little upgrade. It's not like a whole new set. You'll know the first time you go into a braking zone, you'll just know immediately that you can progressively brake on it.
I would be interested to know, obviously, like Etsy sellers and stuff like that, if there's any haptics, because that would make, and then that would really bring it in line with the V3s.
Yeah, for cheaper.
Yeah, some haptics would be really nice.
We know that when we saw the FANATEC podium pedals, that's still not out yet, Sam.
Do we still not know a price either?
We still do not know a price. They have holes in the back. They wouldn't speak officially on camera about it, but they seem to be for like haptics. Thanks, Skimmer. Do you think GT7 will go down in player count when LMU comes to console? I think LMU isn't going to come to console for a very long time.
Mid 2027.
Yeah, which I think is late 27. I think all it will do. It will probably grow the pie, I would say. I don't think it will. I mean,
I'm following Matthias off.
Was there some oil in the circuit there? He just actually destroyed this car. Don't you think G7 needs damage?
Yes.
That rear wing needs to pop off that metal there.
Even if it's not... Even if it's not affecting your handling, just visual damage would be nice.
That's another thing in Forza. I had a big crash. My wing mirror popped off.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh, well, in Gran Turismo doesn't happen.
Yeah, some visual damage would be nice.
It's always been because I thought Gran Turismo was like, oh, we can't damage cars because the brands won't like it. But every other game I play, you know. Now would be a good time to compare the price between T598 and RS50 now. They both have load cells. Yeah, I think that's going to be a video very soon. Liam Kinnar says, hopefully load cell will fix issues with the brake pedal. Mine had calibration issue and I get halfway through a race and then brake pedal will be on 6% constant.
Well, this is 6th race?
Yeah, it's still...
I'll check the calibration afterwards, but it should still be okay.
I did initially calibrate this on PC. So if you're doing it on PS5, maybe you need to... This is the thing an issue I have with manufacturers is that they expect you to calibrate on PC. And I say, well, hang on, a lot of people just have a PS5. And sometimes they don't understand that concept, but it's true. Belly says, difference between SF1000 and SF25 are the stickers, the new QR, and the T Kronos paddles. Yeah, I think the paddles I've got there are included. Liam says, Thrustmaster found no issue and wouldn't replace, so I had to change to ASETEK Forte pedals.
Oh, you had to change?
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
no.
to big Fortes. Lee B. Naomi says that T598 does get so hot when I had it. I had used 2 mini USB fans aiming at it and it was always fine. I just feel like Thrustmaster stuff runs hot. It's just like thermally...
But that is actually getting real hot now.
They've never cracked it thermally.
No.
I would say it's a staple of the brand a little bit.
Who needs central heating when you have a Thrustmaster?
Why isn't anyone said in this race? End the stream. Well, if you want... There's the RCZ. You just rammed the RCZ.
I did ram it.
Sam, what are your honest thoughts about now you've been a passenger in my RCZ on track? What are your honest thoughts?
What, the RCZ?
Yeah. This will be coming in the video on the channel. But...
It's better than I thought it was going to be. Literally, I said to you on the day, it was actually nicer and more... I wouldn't say track ready, but more suitable for the track than I thought it was going to be.
We overtook more cars than we were overtaken.
Yeah, apart from we didn't overtake that guy in the kick car.
Yeah, man. I couldn't ram him off. Imagine to see him back within the barriers. No, but the car did well.
The car performed way better than I thought it was going to do.
116, I think, coming into turn 1. in wet conditions?
No, turn 2.
Oh, technically turn 2.
That
yeah.
quick left flick.
So maybe you get up to 120, but I don't know if anyone knows at Castle Combe what kind of speeds are cars coming into turn 2, because we were doing 116. New Gen said, "It's arrived, mate. Now I've got 5 weeks until I make it back home." What a journey this is going to be.
What's that?
New Gen VR Club has the remember the GT Mega delayed rig.
Oh yeah, they got it now.
Also, question: how do you like GT7, Sam? Sam's mainly on iRacing these days, so
It's nice to play in this view.
you know other tracks are available, not just Daytona.
I know, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I can't figure out the buttons on the wheel. That's the real reason. I've enjoyed it. I used to love playing GT Sport all the time.
Yeah.
It's a staple for anyone who plays any sort of racing.
Yeah.
Like most people, at some point in their life would have put. If you're into like iRacing or anything like that, LMU, ASETEK Corsa, at some point in their life, if they've had a PC, a PlayStation, they would have played Gran Turismo. It's like a rite of passage.
1.7 million, I think, with time trials. Get the boat that says the RS pedals are hard steel. Now I'm seeking secondary padding to add instead of shoes. Interesting, because we've been...
he's on about like cushioning.
Yeah, we've been looking at the RS pedal plates, and there are already packers in there on the back.
Yes, there are, but they're hard plastic.
So, but would it be good to have something compressible there, or how?
Well, you could essentially put like a bit of rubber between the pedal, but I think he's actually on about comfort on his actual foot. I'm assuming he plays in socks, so he's actually on about comfort to foot.
Well, let us know, because that's something we're looking into, doing something on these RS pedals actually. Any flex at all using the SF1000? Unique says. It's a question for Sam. Oh my god, that doesn't look great. That visually doesn't look fantastic.
Did I get that in angle? Did you get that on the screen?
Yeah, you'll see it on the top down, everyone.
Do it again.
Oh no, don't do that.
I am known for breaking simware.
Yeah, that quick release does not inspire confidence.
No.
I would say, this sounds harsh, but if you wanted to rip that off, I feel like you could.
I reckon I could probably have broken that.
Yeah. But let's try not to.
Let's try not to, but I reckon I could have probably broken that. But I am a strong man.
HB room temperature in the Netherlands is about 20 degrees. What I mean is that my base also gets quite warm in a normal environment, just at yours in the exact same spots.
This is getting really hot. Like earlier, I could hold it.
I measured this afternoon. The maximum was about 50 degrees centigrade. Pretty warm. You're not going to burn your hand on that.
No, but I can't sit there and rest my hand on it for. Like earlier, I was sitting there. It was hot, but I could rest my hand on it. Now, 6 or 7 seconds.
Liam says, sound is better. Crank, Kireth, my daughter and I having disagreement with that's you in the Gran Turismo movie. Yes, that is me. I am in the Gran Turismo movie. I'm in the cafe scene. So they must be missing out my royalty check. I haven't had one yet. I don't know if I'm part of the Actors Guild now. Oh my god. Yeah, that is me. Good spot. How was the disagreement between you and your daughter? Who thought it was? Who thought it wasn't? Tommy, so what would you pick? Thrustmaster, LC, or SimNet Pro pedals? We've got SimNet on one rig.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I would go SimNet because they've got the haptics and everything.
Yeah.
That's my honest thing there. I don't know if the SimNets work with the Thrustmaster though. If they did, I would have just, I don't know. Thanks for subscribing, Dennis. Dan, what do you think about the engine roar effect? I've got the engine roar effect on. Just adds a bit more detail. It's not true force. Is this for the lead, this?
Yeah, boy!
Last lap.
Last lap.
4GT does have a lot of power.
I don't know what lap times good people are doing, but I'm about to do a 42.
Belly says, have you tried the Evo Rating 32R wheel? The Evo wheels are the wheels I haven't tried yet from Thrustmaster, but watch this space. Francesco says, damn, that flex is nasty. Yeah, but I think I wouldn't...
That was me putting force into it.
I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that on any wheelbase. I don't think there's any wheelbase I know of that I feel super comfortable doing that. Or what's the wheelbase I feel most comfortable? Maybe SIMUCUBE. Probably SIMUCUBE, actually.
Anything with a metal faceplate, I'd feel comfortable doing it too.
Maybe ASETEK.
Yeah, ASCHER. What else got metal plate?
I don't think Logitech Conspit, or definitely not on the FANATEC.
No,
This is
probably not
probably the worst.
MOZA. Although they've got quite a lot of building to it, but I probably wouldn't.
Even the MOZA.
But the MOZA's got like the thick carbon plate.
Yeah. I would probably say the SIMUCUBE is, because the ones that slot.
Yeah.
And then it's like.
So was that flexing the wheel, or was that flexing?
No, it's a collar.
Oh, so it's actually here.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
didn't it? Yeah, that wasn't the wheel flexing, that was the quick release.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it now, but it felt like it was the wheel wood.
No, it'll be visible on the screen from the top. Diogo, do we have to use the clutch? No, you don't. Fast Ginger, welcome back. I have Thrustmaster T598 and I bought AC Infinity Multifan S5 USB fans and a Velcro. So people are modding.
People are
This
trying
is
to
what
cool
I
down
want
the
to do
stuff.
with the Sim Racing Endurance Championship, where we mod stuff. Why don't we put two T598 side by side, have one modded, one not, and
See which one lasts longer.
see which one lasts longer? Welcome, Suzuki. Hello, Kireth and Sam.
I can't wait to start taking things apart, drilling holes.
Francesco says, base getting super hot. Single load cell pedal costing €150. I'm glad I moved on to FANATEC DD+. Well, if you moved on, you probably want to justify it. Lee Harris, what do you think about the new engine raw? I quite like it.
What was that?
I just did I almost died, basically. I quite like it. I've got it turned on. Get the Bozak. I used your RS50 settings when I first installed. I'm a 50-year-old man, and that was too strong for me. I turned the in-game torque down to 5-6 degrees. That's sweet spot. Yeah, very nice. I mean, in GT7, you're meant to really adjust it per car these days. The settings I did RS50 are, for me, are the most responsive settings. Then you can adjust the torque accordingly. Unique says, does the screen work at all on the SF1000 in GT7 and PS5 telemetry? It's showing you speed and everything.
Mm-hmm. Was it this one?
I think it's unique in that regard. I think it's the only...
Let's see if the stopwatch... which one are we going for?
Oh, Hatchet63, welcome to Legend. Chat, please put your claps in the chat there for Hatchet63 joining the membership. I'm going to give it some 10s out of 10. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the content. Please put your claps in the chat, everyone, for Hatchet63. Let us know if you've got any questions on the Thrustmaster load cell hatchet. Where are we now? It's just Deep Forest.
No.
Oh, this is Silvina.
Yeah. One of my favourite tracks.
Very tight in GT7, it feels to me.
Yeah. Feels really narrow.
Yeah, whereas an iRacing, I don't know if that's a field of view thing or something. I'm guessing you don't know the button to change the camera.
I do actually. It's that one.
I'm surprised no one in chat has called Sam out for driving in third person.
It's because everyone loves to drive in third person.
If it was me.
No, if it was you, you'd be on...
Bonnet down, that is my favourite, yeah. Welcome, Gel Creamers as well. By the way, hit the like button, everyone, as well. We're on 40 likes, but we want to get to 10 billion.
Hit the like button if you want to see me ruin Tank Kireth's online rating.
Lee B says, "Are you online?"
No, I'm not online. The panic in your voice.
I have my DD plus 100%. We should do like pink slips online racing. We can both be logged in, and like some kind of fourth. I don't know. Like, it's quite an interesting concept there. It's quite an interesting.
I just enjoyed the panic in your voice.
Yeah.
Are you online?
Tomico, I haven't tried it, but Virtual Motorhead says it's possible to connect the SimNet SP Pro. Well, I've got them here. I mean, I literally have. I could set in one rig and do the braking, and Sam could do the driving. Do you have an Amazon code about to order SF25? I have an Amazon affiliate, but I don't know how to get it to you. I don't really know how Amazon affiliate works either. I'm not sure I've been paid by Amazon, but I spend on cables. So the amount of cables you get, by the way, in the Thrustmaster, Sam. This is all from the pedals.
What are they for?
For the pedals.
Oh, okay. But because you've already got...
Yeah.
Maybe they should do an upgrade pack where you can choose what you want. Do I already have the pedals?
Yeah, save some money.
Save some money, save some... Because, obviously, I don't know, the wires aren't going to cost them a lot of money, but
yeah.
You can save a couple of dollars.
JB Solomon, question about Forza Horizon 6, if I may. Were you able to drive any Japanese small K cars in the game? So I didn't drive any Japanese K cars. My favourite car to drive was the GR Yaris, which is phenomenal. I also ruined so many cars with terrible tunes. I engine swapped to Sylvia, ruined it. I ruined a Honda S2000. I ruined a Dodge Challenger. I ruined my Mazda MX-5 completely. Just you can't put like 1,000,000 horsepower on something and not upgrade the brakes. It doesn't got all the transmission. What I learnt about the K cars is that if a K car is oncoming traffic and you're in like a Dodge Challenger, don't slow down. Because
you just drive straight through it.
Exactly, yeah. You lose more time trying to slow down.
Oh, really?
And you end up glancing it and then you spin. It's like, just commit. It's a K car. Just absolutely obliterate it. I want to see a mod they do, so like it will just ping off, like
just
ping off over the horizon. Yeah, be so satisfying. Yeah, any more Forza Horizon 6 questions? Feel free to ask them about them as well. Dobbo50 off topic here, but am I running a? I am running a DD Plus on G7 with 820 kit. Any advice on reducing the wheel oscillation on a straight? Damper, yes, damper. Also sensitivity. Oh, welcome, get the Bozak as well to Legend membership. Chat again, please put your claps in chat there for Get the Bozak. What, live you stream this? Sam, I think when you're driving, people like it. Not a lot of comments on Sam's driving.
That's because it's good. No one's like, oh, Sam's. I mean, it's not good. I mean, last at the moment, but.
There we go. Put goals in. Chat, please put your claps in chat there for Bozak joining the membership. Great to see you. First time we streamed for a little while. We didn't stream last week.
No.
Didn't stream out on the. We should have live streamed on the circuit.
We weren't allowed to, were we?
Oh.
Phones away.
But I could live stream through the 360 camera.
You could have.
Which would actually be sick.
You would have had no a wall pair of glasses where it tells you what. Oh, chat's saying.
You know, I could wear my glasses with the screen.
Yeah.
Probably not actually. Is a T598 feels a little heavier in a good way, or is it my idea? Doesn't feel any different to me, I have to say. Twitsit finally wanting to get into sim racing on PS5. In your opinion, what's a good beginner setup? Just found your channel recently and appreciate your opinions. I'll give you my one, Sam. You can give one as well. Beginner setup. I would say
PS5.
Yeah, PS5. I would seriously just go RS50, RS pedals, get the circular rim, get the track rim and the hub. You're all set. That's what I would do.
Yeah. I would tend to agree with you on that, on the RS50 setup, because I do enjoy that so much. It's really nice. It's not going to break the bank massively.
Yeah.
It's a sensible price range. The quick release is obviously considerably better than this. This is getting real hot. Like,
yeah.
Actually, really hot now.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to explain it, but like, if this doesn't apply if you're a complete beginner, if you spent a long time, if you spent a year or two on a G29 or T150, you will be aware of the risks of the T598 and the benefits. For example, you can't have an experience like this with this Formula wheel on the RS50.
No.
But it's a bit, it's a bit plasticky. The quick release, the base is hot. So it's kind of, if this is what you want, if you want to do F1 racing, this is actually the best value for money to do it. But it's also not the most beginner friendly, if that makes sense. Yeah. The most bulletproof setup, in my opinion, is the RS50. That's how it's at least risky if I recommend it. If I recommend off the bat someone brand new to get a T598 and they're like, oh, hang on, this is really hot, or you get the disconnect issue, or you're like, the quick release doesn't feel good. But if you understand all those risks, then absolutely fine. Because what the experience you're having right now is arguably actually maybe better than RS50 in terms of driving using this wheel on this circuit. So until Logitech come out, obviously, with a and I asked Logitech this directly. I had a call with Logitech G. I spent last weekend or weekend before with Logitech G. I asked them very simply, does the G Pro and RS50 allow for a screen? And they said yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a technical thing.
Who's that guy who does all the upgrades for like Logitech, the 3D printed wheelbases? ASETEK?
MVH.
MVH. Should be interested to see if it is compatible with screens then, because someone like him will come out with a screen.
I think it's a proprietary kind of pass through. Afro, I love modding on the Logitech G29 with all the 3D wrap stuff. It's so fun and makes it your own. Lee B. Kireth, get the paddle upgrade for the SF. I thought I had the paddle upgrade. I thought I added new paddles onto it. I definitely changed the quick release. Did I not also do the paddles?
I don't know what the old pedals.
This is a bar shifter, right? It's a bar.
I don't know if it is.
I think it is a bar.
It feels like a bar.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is.
Welcome Fedor Cyber Racing. Spaceman, how is the handling in FFB compared to GT7? I think you're talking about Forza Horizon 6. I quite enjoyed it. I actually went back to Forza Horizon 5 this afternoon, and it's not as good. So, and I think the reason they gave me early access, if we're honest, is because they wanted to get opinions from the sim racing community. They've got all the biggest YouTubers they've given it access to. The only reason I think they're giving it to me is because they know that I'm interested in sim racing.
Yeah.
And I don't. Forza Horizon 5, I think I ended up playing it when I did play it on the controller. Forza Horizon 6, I played it all the time with a wheel, which is interesting.
Yeah, is that because though? Is that potentially different stages of your life?
Well, no, because I was but interestingly, the wheel I had was so when Forza because when Forza Horizon 5 came out on PS5. Yeah, when Forza Horizon 5 was out on Xbox, I wasn't using the G Pro, but when it came out on PS5, I was using the G Pro, and for Forza Horizon 6, using the G Pro. I just feel it's better. I don't know how to explain it, but like when you drive Forza Horizon 5 on the wheel, you feel like there's a little bit of a delay. It's really weird to explain.
Oh, okay, like lag.
Yeah, it just feels like you're constantly catching your tail.
Okay.
So when you're weaving between traffic, it doesn't feel like you feel like it's a bit lagged, and you end up like it's hard to just do the line you want to do. Whereas obviously with time attack stuff, the fact I was able to time trial and get so addicted to it is because it actually is. Otherwise, I would like this is just too frustrating.
Yeah.
There's too much down to luck. But yeah, so it's not. It's. I mean, I'll have to do the videos comparing it to Gran Turismo 7. It's going to be very difficult to do. I think it is going to be a big problem for GT7. I think most people are going to be like, "This is great. I like this, but I also want to cruise on the road."
Yeah.
That's just
so
most people like that.
It's now out on PlayStation, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
No. It's,
So when's that all go over?
So I had early access to Forza Horizon 6.
Sorry. I mean,
5 is on PlayStation, and 5 was one of the biggest selling games.
Sorry, I was on about the old playing Xbox games on.
Yeah, so Forza Horizon 5 came out on PlayStation last year. It, by many accounts, it sold more in the first few months on sale than Gran Turismo.
Oh really?
What's going on with this piston?
I don't know.
Andrew says $285 Canadian dollars for the upgrade. How does that compare to the US?
I didn't know I had to press a button.
Get the Bozak. I watched your vids for weeks before I decided on the RS bundle with the discount. Turns out Amazon was cheaper, but thanks. Controlling my entire life till 8 months ago. Thanks for content. No problem. Interesting, Amazon was cheaper. Let me know in Discord exactly what the pricing was there. But glad you're enjoying it. Crank, I told you that's her in there. She wants Archie Madekwe to marry her. Her word, she's too young. I met Archie Madekwe at Formula E London when they were all on strike. And I asked him, how's the Gran Turismo movie? And he wasn't allowed to say anything. He's on strike. Just a little anecdote there. He's very tall, IRL.
Feel that?
Oh,
yeah.
That's toasty. Shame we can't measure it.
I can. It's hot. Next stage, really hot.
In Sam's scale, it's hot.
Next stage is really hot.
Joshua, boost low and high set to 0 helps the hearing issue a lot. I mean heating. I have boost low. I have boost low on both of them, on high and low. So I'm not using the boost. I am using the new engine rule though. That is, I mean, I can still feel that heat.
Yeah. Let's change the pedal.
Do you want a spring?
Do I want the spring or do I want the alphabet? I don't know what bit I want yet.
Right, Sam's going to change the pedal. This is all live, everyone. Lee says, Kireth, go over and put your hand on the base now. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. I mean, do you think that will heat your room ambiently?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Stuck my finger in the spring. It's greased.
I'm going to go 2 springs.
Ooh! You want another blue spring now? Yeah. This is the elastometer that's just come out of the pedal. Chat, have you ever seen a stream? You've got to make sure you like the stream. Share the stream, by the way. This is I don't see any streams like this. Unless I'm on the wrong parts of YouTube. DD F1 Playseat foldable. Right, I told you a few weeks ago I wanted to get in touch with Playseat. Playseat actually through Forza Horizon 6 contacted me, and I've just remembered I haven't got back to them. So we will be reviewing a Playseat, but probably not the one you think. Andrew Castro, was that easy to do, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only because I was leaning round.
Let's see what the calibration says, and if you're able to calibrate it in GT7. Andrew Castro, my T598 went back to France to get repaired, came back super quick and fixed with an extended warranty. What's that?
There's a washer stuck in my hand.
Well, hang on, where's that come from?
The floor.
Okay. I did step on, there's a box of washers, I stepped on it. Welcome here, friendly. Kireth Salmon chat, good to see you. Ilyas, you have to talk with Thrustmaster and say to them about the issue with the heating thing, because that happens only in GT7 weirdly, no other game does it. It's interesting how much the stream is about the heating, which is completely fair enough. This is your stream, everyone. So what's the brake saying? Fine.
I actually think it's softer.
It should be softer, yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a lot nicer. It doesn't feel like two stages.
Alright.
Like it.
Let's see. Kevin says, is it worth buying these pedals if you're the TLCM pedals? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Andrew Castro, I have a fan running behind me for long race sessions. I mean, Sam was just up and about but didn't turn the aircon on.
I'm going to because I'm hot.
So the T598 has forced us to turn the air conditioning on.
I bet that's a different colour.
No, you're actually not supposed to. Lee says, to be fair, the RS50 can get hot too when pushed. This is why we've got to do this endurance race. I think we've got to turn the heat up in here one day, and we'll do side by side.
Do you have enough sense? Is there enough to be able to censor, like, when I'm sweating out and my t-shirt goes see-through and...
Lee says the DD Plus never ever gets warm. Nezzy says, evening or looking forward to this video. This is actually a live stream. We were not planning to edit this after. This is it. Imagine if the live streams, once we finish, you can even watch them. Like, exclusive.
Yeah.
We've got 68 people watching now, which I think is it's very healthy for us on these Wednesday evening streams. Thanks for cranking the like button as well. Navi got the SF1000 today. Navi. Do we say it? Do we say what's happening with the SF1000?
What, with the new one coming out?
Navi, well, does that make it rarer? I don't know. Navi, do you know about the SF25? FMJ, hi Kireth, what's your opinion on V3 inverter pedals? Did you run inverters?
No.
I ran my T3PA Pros inverter for a while, I just didn't like it. I just don't, I know in a real car they're inverted, but I've never, it's not a discussion I see happening these days. Back 5 years ago, everyone was talking about, oh, do you run inverted?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Because
apart from the V3s, I don't really know any other where you do that.
Oh, I saw one recently that's pretty crazy to invert. I think it might be the REVOSIM pedals. I think those can run inverted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I had V3s, never ran them inverted. Joshua says just pour some ice water on it. It'd be great if you pour some water on the base and went like a sauna.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be far off. By the way, this doesn't
calibrate.
No, it's calibrated.
Yeah.
I much preferred it with one of those elastometers in it than two springs.
Because it's too easy to get to full brake?
Yeah. So the person who was talking to you earlier about on a carpet, maybe I don't have to put a lot of pressure on that.
So, but don't you think it's interesting there aren't two elastomers?
So they not give you another elastomer?
Chat, can anyone confirm that you don't get? I didn't get two elastomers in this box. And also in the instruction, were you thinking can you just run one? No,
I was wondering if the old brake pedal had an elastomer. I could have taken from that and put onto it.
The old brake pedal had this at the end. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting.
Oh, I found the... Oh, no.
Kevin says, I have a TGT2 and it's very good. I was going to buy a T598, but it's 5 Newton meters. Going from a TGT2 to a T598, I'm not sure is an upgrade.
No.
So it's very nice room you got there. Navi, yes, but SF1000 I got is Xbox compatible. I did not know that. What? Whoa, hang on. I did not know that. Does that make this... I'll be honest, I know quite a lot about sim racing hardware. Probably I should know... I should be one of the most knowledgeable people in the world. I did not know... If that SF1000 makes it work on Xbox, I would have done Forza Horizon 6 on that as well. It doesn't have an Xbox button on it. Can you confirm that?
I'm literally looking at it now.
Sam's pulling it up.
I'm trying to.
Libby says, I think the problem the T598 has is it struggles to dissipate that heat from the metal frame. Spaceman, why is Sam on hard tyres is like suffering?
I have no idea what's going on, if I'm honest. Apparently it's a 12-lap race.
In iRacing, you can't choose your compound.
No.
Libby went from a TGT to T598. Let us know what happened there, how that was. Astro says, I also run a PSVR 2 with T598. It's super immersive. We're entering the VR summer where it gets very hot to run VR.
Thrustmaster Ferrari SF1000 Edition Formula Wheel add-on, compatible with PS5, PS5 Pro, PS4, Xbox Series XS1 and PC.
Does that make the T598 Xbox compatible?
Well, I don't know what else. Is that other wheelbase for Xbox?
No, but I know that Thrustmaster do a T598X, which has, you know, the buttons on it. It has one of them is an Xbox button.
Okay.
And I thought that's interesting because Logitech doesn't have an Xbox button on the base. FANATEC doesn't have an Xbox button on the base, but Thrustmaster do. Okay. Andrew says it is. Well, I would have done.
3 years ago, apparently it was.
I would have done Forza Horizon. That's honestly one of the most surprising things I've learned in sim racing in the last few years. Okay. It's also because that wheel is normally about $349, I think.
You don't have the upgraded one. You don't have the upgraded paddle.
What's the upgraded paddle look like?
It says Thrustmaster.
Yeah, I've got the basic one. I'm just running a basic SF1000. I didn't even know it was Xbox compatible. Goodness me. Welcome, Siren Popper. Crank says they should have built-in fans for the base and driver. I'm not even sure a fan would do too much there to dissipate that heat.
No, because the fan would only point at a certain point. Obviously, it'd be like a heat shrink, so it'll work its way around, but you'll still have a real cold point.
FMJ says, will MOZA ever come to PS5 without us having to MacGyver with an adapter? We think they're desperately trying to do that.
I would put money on that if Sony said to MOZA tomorrow, here's your license, at 12:01, they would have
it'd be online
for sale. I imagine MOZA's got full PS compatibility set up and they're just waiting for the go-ahead. Yeah,
and I reckon FANATEC and Logitech and Thrustmaster are saying to Sony, don't do it. Don't do it.
Please.
Because you'll end us.
Please, don't do it.
Dan Christensen says, how do you like the new engine roar feature on the T598 Sam?
I'll be honest with you. I don't know because I haven't tried it without the engine roar feature.
If you're confident in the settings, but it's very hard to navigate those settings. Joshua says, screw it, I'm ordering a Lotus upgrade, just hope my busted dang leg can take it. Is it really hard to press?
I've just changed it to 2 springs and it's like super light.
The interesting thing is like, you change it to 2 of the hardest springs here. Imagine what it's like.
With that?
With that.
Yeah, so two blue springs is like easy. I imagine if I could probably push it with my arm. Yeah, I could push it with my arm so that's not exactly stiff.
I mean, two things cannot be right at the same time. It can't be the case that this load cell is a massive upgrade and also the pedals were great before. I think the load cell upgrade is great. I don't think the brake pedal was good before.
No.
So I don't know why that wasn't more of a thing that like, oh, you know, T598, the brake pedal's not that good. By all accounts, people have been modding them, etc. But you know,
it's because people were worried about more talking about the wheelbase.
It's interesting with the disconnect issue. But we've spoken about the pedal so many times. Went to Germany and seen it because we know that it's a weak spot.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a must in the UK for £119. I think it's like a
for that price.
Unless you're on carpet.
Yeah.
Although
I'm not certain that this won't work on carpet with 2 blue springs, and if they're lighter.
Are you really getting the benefit of a load cell though?
That's
because the pressure.
That's why I'm not feeling this now with this one.
Is there a way we can bodge 2 elastomers?
Yeah, buy another one. Although, I'm going to block your screen, am I? Where's
REVOSIM?
Yeah.
I think if you open that.
This one?
Yeah. Honestly, in my head, there's just going to be an elastomer sitting somewhere.
Where's your REVOSIM pedals?
At the bottom. Or you could take the RS elastomers out.
No, that looks quite a lot smaller.
Real Deal says engine roar is fantastic. Yeah, I don't think it's equivalent to True Force, but for me personally, having driven without it and with it, I keep it on because it just gives me more feeling. Navi says, I think Thrustmaster made a new model of the SF1000 that is not Xbox compatible. The older model was compatible with everything. Does your SF1000 have an Xbox logo on it? Because that feels like it might be a super rare thing. Right, we are taking off the RS50.
No, different holes.
Okay, but doesn't it depend on what's...
Well, you'd imagine that would be the right size, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, bar's way thicker.
So I think I might need to get some other elastic. I think this is a mod that maybe we should be doing, Sam.
What, elastomers?
Yeah. Libby says the upgraded paddles make a difference in terms of feel. Lovely them up. Welcome, super duper animations. What's up, broski? Not too bad. Afro says, should I get the TLCM pedals or the new load cell for the race line? If you've got race line, I would get the upgrade. If you don't have race line, but then what do you have? You must have something. If you already have TLCMs, I wouldn't go out and get race line and race line upgrade. If you already have race line, I would get the upgrade. I hope that makes sense.
Is my bean just like covering the whole screen right now?
No, it's not. Ofrendale wanted MOZA but didn't get it because it wasn't G10 compatible. Got FANATEC and said that was 2 years ago. Unique modded my brake pedal with 3D wrap and love it. We're trying to see if we can mod this, but I'm not sure we have. I was just hoping there would be an elastomer somewhere.
Yeah.
Because Conspit ones, they're hydraulic.
It's the Turtle Beach. Do they have it?
Those pedals are terrible.
No, but do they have elastomers? They want the elastomer off it.
Nah. Can you put anything in there that's got a hole in it?
Yeah, I imagine you could.
What do we have that has... So if I had a drill here and I had a bit,
yes,
I could just
drill out that bit there. You could have drilled it out.
Skimmer, if you were to use any one wheelbase wheel setup for the rest of life, what would it be? SIMUCUBE active pedals, SIMUCUBE 2 Pro, ASCHER Ultimate, which is my main setup. Let us know in chat. So let's put that out to the chat. Skimmer's question: if you were to use any one wheelbase wheel pedals for the rest of your life, what would it be? Put those in. Wheelbase wheel pedals. What about for you, Sam?
Consummate pedals.
Evo.
Yeah. I've never really used a wheelbase, so I can't comment on that. I'd use a consummate wheel. I love the consummate wheels. MOZA are
25 then?
25, 21.
May as well.
Yeah, 25, 21.
If it's any like dream one.
Yeah. So yeah, consummate pedals, consummate wheel, and then a MOZA wheelbase. Yeah,
let us know your dream ones and then we can do it per budget. Maybe this year we'll actually do the awards.
They're the pedals I'm looking for.
What?
That's right at the very bottom.
What is that?
This one.
They're weird squidgy things.
Yeah, they look the same size.
Oh, you can't take that out. Do you know why?
Is there something on top of it?
No, you can't lift that pedal up because the pedal tray's there. You have to change the load cell. You need to drill out the whole pedal tray just to move the plate forward.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, that's the one I was looking for.
Yeah, they locked it in. Craig, not a Thrustmaster question, but is my CSL DD8 need to meet in V3 still working in 2026? Absolutely yes.
V3s?
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely
sure.
yes, absolutely fine. Dan, just check the Thrustmaster website. The SF1000 doesn't have an Xbox logo on the product page. Yeah, but it sounds like maybe there was a stealth update. Unique, I modded my stock pedal with 3D wrap. Can't wait for the load cell to get here. Just ordered the SF25. People it's the SF25 S1000 is coming back now. Mm-hmm. It used to be the most popular wheel.
It used to be the most popular wheel on the stream by a long way.
Right, Punisher's gone T818. T818, interesting. Yeah. Raceline load cell and SF1000. That's a very the T598 is such an. Is that you going black edition on that? Going black edition. Libby says V3s have lasted the rest of the time for sure. Oh, what's that? That looks colourful. That looks colourful.
Yeah, you need a drill bit.
That's REVOSIM.
That's REVOSIM. I just kept saying REVOSIM. How much do you care about these?
How are you going to drill it? You're going to attach it to the direct drive?
No, I'm going to wham a Allen key for it.
Yeah, go for it. I would choose the right one that you want first, probably the stiffest one. Do we do this on camera so we can...
What, watch me stab myself in the hand?
It looks like you're going to roast a marshmallow.
Basically, it's just going to be a montage of me stabbing myself.
Don't do this at home.
Well, no, to be fair, it's a big old whale.
Chat, keep your definitely black edition. Keep your dream setups coming in. Is that not going to put little bits of plastic everywhere?
Nah, don't worry about microplastics. It's a made-up thing.
I don't think this is.
I don't think this will work. It's too.
I was going to say I don't think it's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
I don't know if that's more offensive.
It's a great idea. It's just that it's so soft it falls back into place.
Why don't we, for next week or something, I'll bring a drill here. We'll drill it live on stream. I feel like there should be little pocket drills. Imagine a little tiny drill you have in the key ring.
I reckon if you go on Team it's definitely something like
that. Shannon says, what should I get for GT7? Logitech RS50, Thrustmaster T598 FANATEC DD Pro. For me, depends. They're all different. T598 is the cheapest. Now you can get load cell. RS50 the most bulletproof. FANATEC DD Pro. You have some very interesting rims you can use. I think we need to understand a little bit more about where you are at the moment, how much sim racing you want to do, what your budget is. Digit uses SimNet pedals. Yeah, we got SimNet pedals at the moment here as well. I quite like the SimNet pedals. Yeah, Unique says about whatever ecosystem you doing it.
I'm just playing around. You carry on doing what you're doing. I'll carry on doing what I'm doing.
Would you say that this is interesting, to say the least, that the pedals have come out today and we're already modding them?
It's only because I'd like it a little bit stiffer.
But it's interesting that I don't know why there isn't another one of these.
No, I'm surprised there's only one of them.
Yeah.
It really does surprise me.
Would it be too... But if you put another one of these in, I feel like it's going to be a really, in my opinion, really nice, stiff load cell.
Yeah. Have you got any verniers here?
I don't even know what a vernier is.
That's that then.
That doesn't mean I might not have one. It's
essentially like a tape. It's on the slide. It's digital screen. A vernier.
Oh, the thing that measures things.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't have it. Oh, for instance, they have elastomers with holes. Oh.
What ones? They don't.
The SimNet.
They do.
I would prefer not to destroy my sim. Who said that in the chat? Now Sam's eyeing up my SimNet pedals.
Yeah, we're going to take it apart. It's not one of these ones where you can just slide it.
I think, Sam, let's do this properly.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
No, I was going to say I'll just angle that up to make it stiffer.
Okay, let's do this properly. I'll go out and I will get actual elastomers of different, and we could do a proper experiment, maybe even a blind test next time, swapping them about and seeing what we like.
Okay.
Let's not do a terrible job here when the last one with like an offset hole that's going to squish and everything. That would be my recommendation. Metal says SimMagic Evo Ultra, FX Pro Formula 1 SIMUCUBE active pedals. Punisher said just add up the T598 and LC upgrade together is 570. So I think if I remember, RS50 is about 600 with my.
So it's in the same sort of ballpark.
We're talking same ballpark now. However,
is that UK prices or US prices?
That's UK. That's pound. However, I would say the weak link of the T598 with that setup is the original rim, which is a very light plastic.
And the heat, that's still hot.
Yeah, but if the heat, to me, unless it's going to break, I can live with the heat unless it's going to break. It's just interesting to note. Crank, I modded my V3s with Symmetra SRP Mod 1. Really changed the feel of them. I haven't heard of it. You know what Elastimus would have been great? From Wave Italy. They had those big boy Elastomers on that.
They did.
And they definitely would have been wide enough for this thing. So yeah, you can see on the camera, you can see the brake pedal. Yeah, I can see 2 blue springs.
See, now it...
Did you not want to put it in one of the shortest slots with that?
That's what I was just... you said, oh, what are you thinking now? That's what I was thinking. Just to stiffen up a bit. But...
Chat, how many likes are we on? 64 likes!
It's the fact that my feet are on show. You know what people like with feet?
Well, I haven't had any comments, so I've got to be honest. Don't want to let down Sam, but...
I painted my toenails and everything.
There's been lots more comments on the Thrustmaster overheating. Unique saying they have fixed the disconnect problem. Well, we still get lots of comments about it. I mean, in fairness, we are pushing this pretty hard.
Yeah.
And
it's had a 10-minute break and it's still hot.
But it's interesting that both of us had T150s that also overheated. But maybe this is absolutely fine. This is what it's designed to do. It's a direct axial system. It's a different way of doing direct drive. So, right, let us know in the comments if you've got any more questions about the load cell pedal, because we've been modifying it and everything. I've got them on show here. Would be cheaper if you just got the T598 on and the LC upgrade. Yeah, that 570 presumably could go down to about 550 maybe if they just did a 2 set.
Yeah, for sure. Probably more. Because remember, you got all those wires as well, which came with it. A smaller footrest. They save money because you wouldn't have the third pedal.
Yeah, maybe. So the pedals that were on this rig before this were the ASETEK Invicta pedals, which are some of the stiffest pedals you can get in sim racing.
Yeah.
So I'm very used to driving this rig with the Invicta, and it's really interesting. Like, you hardly do any travel, but the amount of feel you have is incredible.
Yeah, there's a lot of travel in this
There's a lot of travel, yeah.
And
then you're almost going more to sort of like a travel-based way of braking than pressure. I mean, a lot of people think that load cells are really elastomers. That's not it. It's a sensor. But it's interesting here that
this almost... I know it's a load cell, but it almost...
You're driving it a bit like...
It doesn't feel like a load cell, like the way I'm just slamming my foot onto it.
Have you seen the T300 RS GT edition? I don't really pay too much to T300 these days, or T500. What wheel is the coolest for heavy user? I think the G Pro has a fan in it, so it's pretty cool. But most of these traditional aluminium, whatever they are they aluminium base, or like the MOZA?
The MOZA's a carbon faceplate, isn't it?
Around the housing though.
That's Ali, I think.
Yeah, I think the ones with the aluminium, they tend to be quite cool.
I wonder what your new wheel would be like for cooling.
Which one? Yeah, we got something very exciting next time to show you. Shame FANATEC hasn't released a pedal set. Nick Reese says, yeah, we're still waiting for that. Libby 570 versus 620, just did a quick price check direct from both Thrustmaster and Logitech sites. There we've got it officially. So in the UK, T598 with load cells now £50 cheaper than RS50.
Oh, really?
I think that is enough of a difference that both are viable in their different. Like, you can justify either. You can justify saving £50 and having it run a bit hotter, etc.
For sure.
You can also justify paying £50 more and having something that seems a bit more bulletproof. So it's interesting. There's a bit of clearer. If they were both the same price, I think that'd be more problematic for Thrustmaster. Is that an old model then? Yeah, the T300, T500 are they're old technology. They're belt-driven models from Thrustmaster. It's interesting how the T818 they can't make it PlayStation compatible, because that would be very interesting. Do you reckon Thrustmaster will do a 296 add-on? Well, given you're driving the 296 and they got the Ferrari license.
I mean, yeah, they clearly have a Ferrari license.
Do you want to put us in cockpit view? We see what that wheel looks like.
That one.
So obviously Thrustmaster did the 488 GT, which was very basic, under £200, little carbon sticker on it, I think, compared to the FANATEC McLaren CSL. I think they could do a decent job of this.
Yeah. It's all the lights in it.
David, will the SF25 need an adapter for the T598? The answer is no. One of the main points of the T598, so one of the main points of the SF25 is that it comes with the T598 quick release on it. So if that was a concern for you, David, then that's literally why I think they've done this wheel. Right, get your questions in chat because we're probably gonna wrap the stream soon. Oh, big old send on the M6. It's interesting. GT7 doesn't have a field of view slider because you could do some. We could do some interesting field of view here.
It's interesting. It's running the M6.
Yeah, the Walkenhorst. Sending it.
Of course. It's not stopping though.
Oh, it's not grass there. It's
no, and I realised if I cut before that second sausage curb, it doesn't give me a. Afro, so now I don't want to get this load cell if you have to mod it and it's already $180. So I think we need to answer this question. I was modding that for personal preference.
Yeah, I think we're experimenting. I think, in my opinion, if you run it how I had it with the red elastomer and the blue spring, it's absolutely fine. It's in the ballpark as the other ones. We're just obviously curious and messing around with it.
And I would like to point out I usually use hydraulic pedals, so it's a lot firmer feel.
However, I predict this in two ways. I predict there is going to be big aftermarket elastomers for this, and also I predict it because I think we're going to do it. I think I'm going to do another one of these, Sam, like a pack.
Okay.
I mean, they can't be very expensive.
No, it's just be injection molded, surely.
Yeah. So I don't know why Thrustmaster haven't put two of these in.
No, I'm surprised they haven't put two in.
Yeah, and I think I'm actually just going to ask them straight up.
Why?
Because maybe...
No, sorry, why haven't you done it? I'm not asking you why you're going to ask.
The load cell's rated for 100 kg of pressure, which is more than the Logitech. Logitech's at 80 or 75 kg at 80. So unless they feel like, well, they tested with two and it's too much or something, I don't know. Or maybe with two you can't compress the pedal and you can't compress it back into the slot or something. I don't know. Mogeg says Sam bringing out his inner Alonso.
I'm loving that shortcut through chicane 2.
Leby says to be fair, the V3s need the elastomer upgrade. I think that's a good point. I don't think the V3s need it. Did you do V3 upgrade, Sam?
Performance kit. Yeah.
So you did it, I did it, Nathan did it. So everyone you see in the studio, we did it. However, I spoke to Taylor Barnard.
And he didn't.
He didn't do it.
No.
So you don't. So even though we've all done it, you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
I think it's a similar thing here. Like, if you want to tinker with it, you're going to tinker with it.
I mean, I'm a very hands-on person with my day job.
Yeah.
So I like to tinker around and stuff and do stuff like that.
Be an interesting one. I don't know who's reviewed this. We've gone out and seen. We have a good relationship with Thrustmaster. We're very brutally honest about everything with them. That, as you can see in the stream, like the heating and the wheel and the pedals and everything, and I think they respect that. We don't sugarcoat anything. So we will ask them about it. But I think, more. I would like to tinker with the throttle pedal as well. I'd like to put a stiffer spring on the throttle pedal. But the fact it's all tool-free means you can just lift it up, and you could put pretty much any spring in there. I think.
In the throttle pedal.
In the throttle pedal, because you've got 3 different slots to do it. Dan says, "Damn, I don't like the shifter sound on that wheel. It's a clunky shifter, but apparently we don't have the upgraded chrono shifters." So, yeah.
Right, I like the noise.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us today. How many likes? What were we saying on the like front today? Have a guess, Sam.
68.
68 likes is correct.
Was it really?
Sam was just feeling the vibe today. Right, so if you liked it, remember to leave your like if you still got one. Please do. I don't even know what to say. My brain's just leave a comment after the stream. I don't know. Basically, see us next time. I know we didn't give a lot of notice time, but we try and go live every Wednesday where we can, and just tell you how it is. So yeah, I'm going to have to end the stream now, but thank you so much everyone for joining. We were going to, Sam and myself, we were going to go somewhere today and shoot something really exciting actually, that we've been working on for a long time. And also we'll have the video of the track day will be going live, I would say, within the next week. So if you want to see me and Sam out on track, IRL, which informs a lot of how I think we think about sim racing. Certainly, me driving the Arsenal track has informed a lot about how I set up my wheel in Forza Horizon 6.
And if you want to see me just with a panicked face the whole time, watch it. Although you can't see my face. So.
Black, you can on 360.
No, but I've got crash helmet on with my dark visor.
Oh, we'll just AI remove it. Black says, thank you, Kireth, Sam. See you next time. Thanks so much, Black. Yeah, we'll be back for another stream very soon, and we'll